أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. رمضان كريم. رمضان Mubarak. Alhamdulillah. It's the past few days have been emotional. I knew it's because of Ramadan. I knew it's because of Ramadan. I know this Ramadan, subhanAllah, is already very powerful. I know I say this about every Ramadan. It's because every Ramadan is just an amazing step higher compared to the before ones. SubhanAllah. Welcome to episode 1 of Noor Al Rahm, the light of the sacred womb. This year, I have been contemplating what to name the Ramadan series 2026. A lot of names came. Noor, the Raham. And I asked guidance, and Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided me into the name Noor Al Rahm. And wow, I feel this series is something I wouldn't say I've never done before, but I think it's a combination of things I've done before and a combination of things I've never done before. The aim of the series is it's not to connect with the spiritualness of Ramadan, but also understand that our sacred Raham is way, way more powerful than we like than we were taught. Yeah, like how much they say, uh, how like growing up, I have always been told like I was always made to feel that being a female is a disadvantage. Like it wasn't. My father never made me feel that way. My father never made me feel that way. My father never expressed it like that or told me that I I had disadvantages. But if you see around you, around me, I saw women who didn't seem to have a say in their life. Women whose Islamic rights were not given to them. And I think women were treated as inferior to men. I used to get so angry. I used to get so annoyed as a teenage girl. Like, why is this happening? And also in my life, I wasn't allowed to do all the things my brother was allowed to do. That's a given. Like, I wasn't allowed to go out at every time of the day. I wasn't allowed to dress the way he was dressing. I wasn't allowed to have friends like he was having. At that time, it seemed so unfair. It was so unfair that I can't wear certain clothes. It's so unfair that I can't do certain things. And I used to get angry saying, it's so unfair because I'm born as a girl. Why am I born as a girl, Ya Rabb? Like, Ya Allah, why am I born as a girl? I mean, I hate being a girl. I hate being born as a girl. Being a girl limits me. It doesn't give me my freedom. That's all a lie. But then that's how I have been pushed to think. That's how I've been pushed to see. But that's not Islam. That's not Islam. That's not what Islam teaches us. I mean, I used to get, when I started learning about Islam and I started learning about the rights of women and I started learning Surah Nisa, I used to get so angry. I used to get angry at my mother because she was being ignorant at that time. I said, no, you can't say that. You can't do that. Oh, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. And alhamdulillah, I was able to convince her. I was able to change her mind. But it was so frustrating. Like, how can a girl, a young girl, like 12, 13, 14-year old, explain to people who are twice, three times, four times her age that what they're saying about a woman is wrong? And that's not what Islam teaches. Like, who is going to take you seriously? This was the world I grew up in. It was not easy. It was not easy because the patriarchal system was so ingrained that we didn't know better. So I grew up, I become a mom, I become a sacred space mentor. I'm so grateful to my mother for those restrictions. She put those restrictions on me as a mom, and I'm utterly grateful to her for that. Because she protected my energy without knowing what energy was. She protected me. She protected my intelligence without knowing that she was protecting it. She was she knew that she was protecting me physically, and she knew that was her duty to protect me. But she didn't understand the extent, the the depth of that. Neither did I until I became a sacred space mentor. And and I learned about the sacred space, the power of the sacred space, the embodiment of the sacred space, how the sacred space has the authority from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to pull in the different timelines. I wonder, why were people not taught this? We were, our women were taught this. We had this knowledge. But with everything that happened in all our worlds, it was systematically erased. That's not a conspiracy theory, it's the truth. The Library of Alexandria was burnt. It was said that all the books were burnt. No, the Benedictine monks saved books that they did not have in their library in Europe, and they took those books back to Europe. They took our knowledge, they shackled us with chains, they burnt us at the stake, and they shamed us for existing. They called us names, they belittled us, they did everything to make us small. We accepted, our ancestors accepted, and our ancestors didn't accept either. So where do we begin? We begin in Ramadan. the holiest, one of the holiest month of the Islamic calendar. We begin today. I embark on this journey because I'm guided to. And I embark on this journey not expecting anything in return from you, because my reward is from Allah. I embark on this journey to teach you, to guide you, to speak to other Rahams, bring their story to you, teach you your power, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed within you. Teach you to identify and accept your bridge to Allah's arsh. Only the sacred womb is the bridge to Allah's arsh, nothing else. Not the heart, not the brain, not the gut, the sacred rahim. If you see in modern science, modern medicine, there's so much about neuroscience, there's so much about cardio, the heart, and there's so much about the gut-brain connection, the heart-gut connection, the heart-brain connection. But why doesn't anybody speak about the womb, Allah's arsh connection? Because it's not funded. Nobody funds it. Nobody sponsors it. Because it's not worthy for them. But as a Muslimah, it is my duty to teach you what I am taught. As a Muslimah, it is my duty to guide you what I'm guided. Because on that day that I will stand in front of my Lord and He will ask me, I gave you the knowledge. What did you do? I gave you the knowledge. Did you guide people? Did you teach people? I want to stand in front of Him and say, yes, my Lord, I created content free to distribute, free to share to every sacred female, to teach them, to guide them, and for them to acknowledge their bridge to your arsh, my Lord. I'm doing this to prepare my answer when I meet my Lord. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts barakah in my work and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah in your time listening to me. In this series, I do intend to speak to women of different life cycles, different life stages, different experiences, to talk to them about their journey to Islam, about their journey to themselves, about their journey to Allah, their journey with the Quran. I pray you will join me on this remarkable journey of Noor Al Rahm as it unfolds by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because I do not know what Allah will guide me to do. All I know is I'm ready, my Lord. I'm ready to be of service. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.